Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh, and today we're looking at this, the 1970 HW, it's Hot Wheels, Trans Am. Here's the share code. You got it? Great. Now, there's two of them here. I'm number one for both of these. All you have to do is put in an S1 Drift Best for Handling and press the search button. You're going to find both my tunes up there. This one I don't have anymore. I deleted it. I figured this one was better. Which is funny is the one that I deleted is number one. It is what it is. Either way. But this one I think is much better. It's more refined and tuned better. The gearing is better in this one versus this one. So if you guys are going to get one, use my Legend all-wheel drive drift. It is an absolute beast. Absolutely love this thing. Now, I'd usually show you guys replays, but I don't have any for you. We're just going to take it outside at the end of the video. And it's dark out there anyway, so let's take our time, you know, before we do everything. Let me show you guys the paint job that I got from this thing as well, just to get that out of the way. If you guys are looking to get the, you know, the Bandit edition is what you're going to want to look for. It's right there. It's by that guy right there that you can see, Smoke a Lot 68. So yeah, if you want to get that sweet paint job on this car. So yeah. Alright, now that we got that covered, let's go back to upgrades and tunes and whatnot. So let me show you guys everything I've done to this thing. It's an absolutely beautiful beast. Such a gorgeous car. Look at that. You got the flames coming off the sides. Gorgeous. All-wheel drive drivetrain. Alright, it's got a twin turbo. Alright, we got snow tire compound. Stock width in the front. Stock width in the rear. Just to keep the weight down in the you know, everything else. We got the TC105 ends on there. Oh yeah, the maximum in the slide. Maximize the slide by having thinner tires. That's what I was going with. Either way. It's got 16s in the front, 16s in the rear. Alright, it's just got stock track width in the front and stock in the rear. And sometimes I feel like that's better. You know, if you can get the handle to be red like that, I guess you'll be alright. But I've always seen better points in drifting wise staying stock. Alright, see, if you go outwards on this one, it goes to the green. You don't want green, you want red. And you know, if you do the back, then you want to do the front. You know, you don't want it to make it look weird, right? Right. You got a stock transmission, 6-speed, race driveline, and a drift differential. Here you just got stock brakes. If you try to put race brakes on there, it would take you up to an S2 class. That's all you have to do to get this thing to an S2. Yeah. So if you want an S2, just change the brakes. It's got drift springs and dampeners on there. I've tried it with everything. You see that? I have it with everything. I have it with rally and just a stock. You know, so I've tried it all to see what the best I could get out of it. And it seems to be the drift. And I like the drift anyways. It's really slammed down to the ground. It looks really good the way it's looking. It's got a race turbo with anti-lag. And it's got a race intercooler. Now I've already heard from my one friend Wally. He usually, you know, tests out the cars. And he usually tells me what he thinks of them. So yeah, he was saying Legend Tune is the sideways swinder, aka sweating sideways, aka sideways smoke show. A fourth of a mile sideways without even trying. So you know it's good. You know, I love this positive, you know, feedback. So yeah, you know, you're always more than welcome to let me know. Either in the comments of how these cars are, or you can, you know, message me on Xbox and let me know there. You know, I'd love to hear. You're like, hey, I tested out your Hot Wheels Trans Am. It was sick. I absolutely loved it. You know, something in that realm. Car mastery, I didn't touch anything in here. I never do. And then here is the tune. So you got short gears here, short, close, whatever you want to call it. You can really get that power out there. Alignment, this alignment is old. This alignment is like 15 plus years old. All right, but it works. It works. You know, this is when I first started out. This is where I started tweaking, started moving the numbers all over the place. You know, if you see my past videos, you see I don't have really those numbers anymore. It's all over the place. Anti-roll bars are just there for show. Springs are on the very soft side at 344 for both, and lows and goes 2.6 and 2.8. All right, and then dampening is 7, 9, 6, 8. Now, if you guys are seeing different numbers than you know what you usually use, you're probably using metric. All right, I'm on default. All right, I'll show you all that stuff. All right, there is downforce on it. Can't get rid of it, so you do 36 and 36. So just bump up the rear end to match the front. There is no brakes on this, even though there is brakes, but you just can't tune them. All right, and then the differential is 76, 86, 97, 97, and I adapted that 64% from the Nissan Z video. It works great. So I put it on here to see how it would work, and it works great. So yeah, you know, that's the whole part of tuning. You're trying different numbers, seeing how things work or if they don't work. That's the beauty of tuning. All right. Now let me show you guys other stuff here. All right. So what am I running? All right. So I've got highly skilled, custom, anti-lock on, standard, traction control off, stability control off. You want that when you're drifting. All right, I just have it on manual. There's no reason to be pushing any more buttons than I have to. If I'm using a steering wheel with a clutch that I actually physically have to press down, I will put clutch on there. All right, but I'm not going to do it with a controller. All right, and you have everything else here. Okay, launch control off. Let's make sure that's off. I don't like that thing on there, especially when you're trying to, you know, drift. All right, now if you go here to the HUD and gameplay, there's your units. All right, as you can tell, I'm on default. Now if you have different numbers on your tires, like 3.8 and 3.8, that's because you're in metric. All right, so if I go to metric, all right, save this. Okay, go out of here, go to upgrades, go to tuning. Let me show you the difference. See, there's 3.8, 3.8 instead of 55 and 55. All right. Springs. See, it's the same thing. It all changes. Now you got, you know, centimeters. All right. So there's that, and that's pretty much all that changes. Everything else is, you know, the same, or except the arrow. I forgot about the arrow. Arrow changes. Yeah. So there's that. So those are the only things that change: the arrow, the springs, you know, and the tires, you know, pretty much. So that's what you get when you go to metric. But I run everything default, so you guys know. So I like to go back and change that. Go back to my units. Default. Look at that, power units. You got all kinds of things you can change from over here. All right. I just leave it at default. It's going to be horsepower regardless in default. So it is. Oh, look at that. I just pressed a button, didn't even know what I was doing. Look at that. Override power unit. So either way, there it is. Save. It's so close. Like the buttons are like side by side. You get it. Either way. Let's take her outside, show you guys what she's like. Is it daytime? Not sure. Probably still. Oh, no. Hey, we made it. We made it to morning. It took me all night to show all that stuff off to you. Takes off, no problem. First gear, easy going. Give them that more power, baby. She's a slider. That's what I like about her. It's still controllable. And that's 64%, you know, going to the rear, A little bit more power, you know, going to the front, just helping out. Nice little handicap. Especially when you're a huge, you know, drift pointer like myself. I like to have all the handicap I can get. Very smooth all the way around. Going off the road a little bit. Got a 43 right there. Second gear. No problem. Definitely a smoke show. For sure. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to hit the wall there. Get that wall a little love tap. It shows that this thing is a slider. And absolutely beautiful at it. And it's hard to find a really good slippery car. That's my biggest issue right now, is trying to find cars that slide hardcore. Right now, my favorite car in the game for sliding is the Honda. I know, but it's a Honda, and it's the Honda Civic. That is my best car for slides. It slides so hard, and it's got 1,017 horsepower. It's an A-class. Thing's a beast. And I cannot find anything that gets... Well, there's only a couple cars that are close to it. There's this one. Okay, well, this is the best. I haven't found anything better than this. Alright, it goes from this one. This is my number one favorite. Okay, my second favorite is this one right here, the 1270 horsepower A-Class A800. That's my second favorite car. And then my third favorite car is actually, you know, the Formula Drift. You know, when it comes to, you know, favorite cars, I mean, those two are A-Class. I get that. But yeah, for an S1 class, this is my favorite. By far. It's a super smooth car. So there's that. So yeah, it is what it is. So those are it. That's the video. That's the you guys got to see a little bit more of, you know, what I do, and got to probably learn something. Hopefully, I'm hoping you guys learned something. And yeah, and hopefully you guys become better drifters and better tuners in the future. So have a look at that engine right there. It's got a... Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's a beast. Love that thing. It looks gorgeous in there. That is a beautiful engine. And it's just right there, like middle. You know this thing handles perfectly. It should. At least it would handle perfectly. You get it all-wheel drive. You put a race tune on this thing. All-wheel drive, race tune. You've got yourself an animal, a beast of some sort, a mythical creature, you could say. That's beautiful too, for the fuel. Either way. But yes, an absolutely gorgeous car. And I love this paint job. As you can tell, it says Bandit 1 in the back. It looks legit. It looks really good. It looks like it was well done. So they did a phenomenal job on painting this car. But anyways, well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you do, definitely hit that like button. And yeah, if you want to see more cars, let me know in the comments below. If there's ones that you haven't seen that are been coming out and you're like, Posh, why aren't you bringing these up? Don't worry, I have them. Alright, just to let you know, I just haven't gotten to them. If we go to the recent captures, you know, I've got the GMC Typhoon. I think that's the Typhoon there. There's the Mercedes, you know, one there. Typhoon again. This one right here is all-wheel drive. This one right here is, I believe, rear-wheel drive. And let's just see here. Yeah, so that one's the rear-wheel drive. Yeah, so I mean, we'll get to it, you know. if you guys want me to show you guys it, I will do that. Ooh, rear-wheel drive. Should be rear-wheel drive. Oh yeah, that's rear-wheel drive. You can see I'm really working the front tire on that thing. Yeah, and this one's got a lot of power too. I was just proving that, you know, even with the rear-wheel drive, it still gets a million points. You know, and if you hit the right lines, you might actually get a 1.1 out of it. You know? But I was able to do a 1.63 with it, baby. And that wasn't too bad. You know, here, I'll show you guys the car. I'm not going to show you guys the car, but I'll show you guys just it in general. It's a GMC. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, look at that. Oh, 1,750 horsepower. I was thinking 1,500. No, it's 1,750 horsepower. Yeah, and let me show you guys like where it is on the ranking. You know, so here, look at this. We just go A, drift, best for handling, search. Okay, walking twist. It's one of my best friends on here. All right, he's part of the team. He's number one. So you know, I'm so excited to see him tuning, and he's number one up there. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. Here's my King's all-wheel drive drift. That's second, and then you know, in third place is a rear-wheel drive. But in reality, it's a number one rear-wheel drive in this room right here. Okay, because these both are all-wheel drive. Since these are both all-wheel drive, this is the number one rear-wheel drive. So yeah, it's an absolute monster. You know, if you guys want to, you know, try it, hey, here's the share code regardless. All right, it's a lot of fun. All right, and you know, easily, if you just put in A, drift, best for handling, you're just gonna find it regardless. You know, you don't really need the share code. My tunes are usually always in the top, easy to find. All right, so you know, you got Twisted, me, and me. You know, it's awesome. When I came in here and saw that Twisted was up there, oh, I was just like, that's awesome. I was like super excited that he's tuning, sharing. Yeah, so I'm very, very, very happy for him. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I couldn't be more proud to see him up there. So that's super sick. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos, like I said before. But until next time, stay sideways, my friends.